Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Brendan. This is my first video for YouTube, so I do hope that you enjoy it. There was a woman who I will call Maria, who lived in the town of Bethlehem. She was separated from her husband just for a short while, met up with her family. After 4 months, her husband came back for her. They hopped onto a donkey, went traveling through Israel, and of course, there was no room at the inn. After a while, an old man appeared and said, "Oh my goodness, I'll give you a place to stay. I'll set you up for the night." And we all know how the story goes. And then a group of men arrived and knocked at the door, and they said, "Let us in, let's see the beautiful man inside the house." But here's where the story takes a dark turn. These men wanted to attack the man inside the house. So his solution, he grabbed Maria, took her outside, and the men treated her very badly all night long until she actually died. He woke up the next morning after having a good night's sleep, massacred her body, sent her in the post to the 12 corners of the country, and civil war broke out. An entire generation of men were killed as a result, and in an effort to repopulate the decimated area, women were treated very, very badly. Now, the beginning of this story sounds like the Christmas story we all know very well. We've got the man, we've got the woman. They're separated for a short while. We've got Bethlehem, we've got the traditional donkeys, we've got no room at the inn. And then we've got bloodshed, gore, guts. PG-18 material, you can read for yourself in Judges 19. The story we're more familiar with is told in Matthew chapter 2. This is when the angel Gabriel appeared and said, "Hey Mary, your cousin Liz is pregnant with a baby. P.S. So are you." So Mary separated from her fiancé Joe for a while, went to live with Liz, helped her through the childbirth procedure, and then came back. Then the emperor, Caesar Augustus, ordered a census to be taken of the Roman Empire. Traditional image of Joe and Mary on the donkey. What happened? No room at the inn. But this time, when the knock came at the door, there were shepherds there who said, "Let's see the beautiful boy inside. We're so excited that the King of Israel had come. The promised one had come. The one who had been foretold since the days of Abraham had come." At this time, Israel was reigned by a puppet government led by the not-so-great King Herod the Edomite. Herod heard this prophecy of the Israelite king finally being born, and he saw it as a threat to his dynasty. Therefore, he demanded the murder of all the boys in Bethlehem, aged 2 and under. Now, both stories have women. Both stories have a separation. Both stories feature Bethlehem. Both stories feature no room at the inn. Both stories feature mass bloodshed, a generation of men with a mighty calling on their lives eradicated, wiped out senselessly. So what actually is the difference? Why is it that in December we celebrate Matthew 2 and not Judges 19? Well, actually the difference is that Jesus is in Matthew chapter 2 and God is nowhere found in Judges 19. We live in politically uncertain times. We live in an age where leaders care more about power than people. We live in a time when binaries that we were raised to believe were concrete have become destabilized or questioned. We live in times when natural disasters are happening where they have not happened before. We live in days of war and rumors of war. We live in crazy times when every second person you meet says that they have a mental illness, and only 25% of them do, and 75% are just speaking it over their lives because they think it's cool to have a problem. Everywhere we look, we see craziness, we see drama, we see turmoil, we see stress. And what can turn your Christmas from a Judges 19 Christmas, full of craziness, and maltreatment of men and women and death, into a Matthew 2 Christmas, where the world is still crazy and is still a lot of death. It's Jesus. He is the Prince of Peace. He is the everlasting Father. He is the creator of humanity and of the human soul, and he's the only one who knows how to fulfill its needs. So transform your Christmas from a Judges 19 Christmas into a Matthew 2 Christmas by making Jesus the reason for the season. God bless. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, and if you have a prayer request, we'd love to hear from you. God bless.